Good morning, good afternoon. I'm Matt, and you've reached King Trident's Tribe. This is my live event. This is date night with King Trident. Um, Tonight, I'm going to share, or this afternoon, or this morning, depending on where you are in this world. I'm going to share a message in reference to my mantra: peace, love, and happiness. But I'm going to wait a few minutes and chat with whoever's in the room. And so welcome. How's everybody doing today? Let me see if I can set up my computer to make sure I'm getting these chats. How's everybody doing? Is chat working? Make sure I'm not having any technical difficulties. How's everybody doing today? Oh, hey, Em, how you doing? Megan the Manifester, what's going on? How are you doing today? Oh, this stupid chat's not working. Figures. All right, hold on, let me set this up. Hey, Destiny's Love, how are you doing? Better? Was something going wrong? Hey, Soul Love, welcome to my live event. How are you doing? Hey, Queen Angel. Hope you're doing well, Em. How's all your Bostonian teams? Oh man, let me say this words. How's everybody doing today? How's everyone's energy? Hey, Divinely Surrounded. Hey, Nanette. You know I'm just joking with you, Em. You know, I have much love for your Boston teams. Matter of fact, one of my favorite bands as a kid was Mighty Mighty Bosstones. Y'all remember Mighty Mighty Bosstones? Man, why is this thing not working? Hey, Elenita. Oh, Destiny, Twin Flame Blast, yeah? You know, that happens, especially whenever you trigger something within them. So I'm going to be setting up my PC because you know how I always have technical issues during my live events. But I'm going to set this up, see if I can get this chat on my computer so that way that I can see it on here as opposed to my, of course, it doesn't want to work. Hold on a minute. Why is this thing not working? Let me see if this works. Oh, here we go. Thank God. Yeah, I agree. I mean, Mighty Mighty Bosstones was a great band. I still listen to them. So, anyhow, yeah, man, today's a awesome day, just as every day is. Whenever you're able to get up out of bed on your own 2 feet and have your 5 senses, then the divine has blessed you. It's whenever you're not able to wake up, or you wake up without your 5 senses that, yep, that's not good. I used to be big into pump music. Yeah, pump music. I like all music. I like all music. I'm gonna drink my coffee while I'm talking to you guys. We'll wait a few more minutes before I go into my message and explain exactly about my mantra, peace, love, and happiness, and how it derived, and why I made that pretty much the cornerstone of my channel. And I'll explain it in detail so that way, you know, I know how everybody's probably wondering that. Yeah, there you go, Destiny. You got back up. That's all that matters. You know, every setback is gonna have a great comeback. You just gotta not quit. Oh, and when everybody gets on here, I got some stuff to share with you guys before my message. And man, because I'm greatly appreciative today. Well, I'm greatly appreciative every day, but today especially. So, but just hang in there, Destiny Love. Things is abundance is on its way. Make sure you're asking the angels for assistance. Hey, Elenita, nice king. Yeah. What's toke? Are you talking about? Oh, cap. Yeah. I like my cap. I like my cap too. Yeah, my cap's a lot better than M's cap. You know, the blue is a lot better. We bleed blue around here. Yeah, much love and light to you too, Inner Journeys. How are you doing today? So if you don't know, like M, she's from Boston, or at least from Massachusetts. And so I like to give her crap about, you know, especially her Patriots. Uh, number 12. Who's number 12, M? I don't know who that is. Who's number 12? Anyway, we like to give each other crap about our teams because, you know, she's got some great teams there. You know, one great coach that's his name I believe is let's see, it is Belichick. Yeah, Coach Belichick. Oh, Tom Brady, Crybaby Brady. Oh yeah, Belichick. Yeah, that's right, Belichick. Anyway, yeah, he's a great coach. I'm just joking, yeah. I don't want you to go and tell on me. Hey, Melanie, how you doing? Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. It's nice being 22. I'm so happy to be 22 today. And thank you for coming to my channel. You know, I'm very humbled to be surrounded around so many great people. Thanks, Divinely Surrounded. I appreciate it. A few days, toxic cores are removed, didn't come back. Yeah. You know, people have to work on their own personal healing. We can't do it for them. So, you know, just keep working on yourself and keep doing your work because, you know, twins, even though that, you know, they still have to put forth effort and do their own work, it does help whenever, when you do your own work because they can feel that. Much love and light to you, Melanie. What's a Brady hat? Is that like one of those hats they wear when they serve you hamburgers in? Hey Stella, how you doing? Happy Friday to you. Megan the Manifester. Hey Don SM, thank you. Thank you very much. And thank you for the recommendation on the video, Don. Hey Starseed Artist. Thank you very much. You guys are very awesome and very kind, and I am humbled. And you know, I'm not going to take much of your time tonight. I'm going to go into detail of my mantra, peace, love, and happiness, and why that is the cornerstone, cornerstone of my channel. Yeah, I love being 22. Also, Melanie. You know, that's the good thing about being twins. You know, age is reversed, I think, because most twins I've met look extremely young. You're welcome, Don. It's actually really my pleasure to be able to assist you. I don't think I told you anything that you probably didn't know. Thank you, Elenita. I appreciate your kind words. Megan, you're 21? 21 years young? Wow. Thanks, Melanie. You are such an awesome person, and and by the way, I have a couple of channels here. You know, Melanie with Whole Again 1111. If you guys haven't visited her channel, please do. She's a wonderful individual. She does a lot of great work, and if you, I think she does. Melanie, remind me again what those classes that you do. I can't remember. But anyway, I guess that shows my age because my memory's starting to go. Anyway, so but she has a great channel. She does great readings. You know, she's full of energy, and occasionally she does some kind of I can't remember what it is now. But anyway, great channel. And then also Stella with Divine Light and Love Oracle. She's awesome. If you are in need of, yeah, that's right, Stella. She does retreats. That's right, on the weekends, every now and again. She does them all over the country, and she's awesome. I haven't been to one, but everybody that I've talked to seems to have an awesome time. I don't know if it's the kind of water she's serving or what. I'm just joking, Melanie. But Divine Light and Love Oracle, if you're in need of some positive affirmations or messages, Stella does awesome work with her Oracle cards and delivering the messages. And I'm extremely humbled to be able to know these individuals, these great individuals. And, you know, I can't say enough about pretty much everybody in this chat is, you know, if they're not a queen, they're on their way to their queen status. And I'm very humbled to be able to assist and have myself surrounded around great people. Hey, LaTanya. Hey, Claudine. Yeah, Whole Again 1111 is awesome. So, but hey, Mel. But yeah, so I just want to encourage you guys that you know, if you're in need of some messages, you know, those two individuals are very awesome, and I'm grateful to know them. Thanks, Destiny's Love. I appreciate it, and much love and light to you. So anyway, the energy right now is extremely strong, and I think if you, you know, I was watching Melanie with Whole Again 1111's live event, collective reading, and, you know, she was talking about the energy and about how, you know, right now, because I'm a water sign, of course, my birthday is today, so, you know, the energy is even going to be even stronger for me and other water signs, and, you know, I just take that with a grain of salt because, you know, it's going to be awesome. You know, as long as we go through the steps of protecting ourselves and, you know, taking care of ourselves and just showing ourselves self-love, you know, everything's going to be all right. Any day you wake up and you're able to get out of bed and you have your five senses, a great day. You are blessed that day. So thanks, Mel. I appreciate those birthday wishes. Thanks, LaTanya. So, anyhow, thanks, Em. So, anyway, my friend Stella from Divine Light and Love Oracle, she got me this cup for my birthday, and it says King on it. And I wanted to share this because, you know, I don't expect anything from my birthday, but I'm greatly appreciative for this gift. And yes, this is water, not vodka. And I'm greatly appreciative for the gifts that I received because, you know, one of the things is I've always mentioned that I was lacking in was acceptance of love. And, you know, this is kind of like acceptance of love. You know, it goes along with the energy donations, and, you know, I'm a lot better at giving than I am receiving or accepting. So, but see, no vodka. That'll come after the show. But I'm so appreciative of that gift, and I'm appreciative of all you guys, all you ladies showing up to my channel, and all the birthday wishes. Hey, Chrissy, thank you. Oh yeah, and by the way, Megan, you look good in blue. See, my memory didn't fail me, and I was able to remember to make you a moderator, and well deserved at that. So, happy birthday to you too, early, Megan. Anyway, So let's see where we at. Oh, 15 minutes. Great. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get started because I'm Apex, North Carolina. Hey Claudine. I am located in Utah, but I am from the Carolinas. As you notice, my hat. So you might not be able to tell, but it's Carolina Panthers, the best team in the NFL. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started. I will go through this message and just explain, peace, love, and happiness, and why that's my mantra, and why I made this the cornerstone of my channel, and why it's so important to not only me, but to others. And, I know that a lot of times, I go into detail about specific lessons that have to be learned. That, I don't go into detail every single video on what is your DM doing. When your DM does this, what do you do? I mean, I don't do that all the time because a lot of the messages and actually most of the work that needs to be done is within you. And if you're not doing the work and you're not concentrating yourself and you're so, worried about what your DM's doing or your divine counterpart's doing, then you're not going to come into union because, divine timing, is not going to line you up so that way you can come into union. And what I'm trying to do is try to teach some of the lessons that I not only learned, but some of the messages that come to me from spirit to try to get you to the point of where you need to be. Because, and I help the DMs and and DS. I help everybody as a collective. But, as you can see, probably 99% of my viewers are queens. So, are DS. And but I'm willing to help anybody. And that's just the way it goes. So we need to do our inner work and our outer work. Because the only thing that's in our span of control is us. The DM or your divine counterpart, they're not in your span of control. They're in limited span of control. Yes, as twins, we mirror each other. And yes, when you do you do your work on your mind, body, and soul, they can feel the energy change. They can feel that you're doing your work, and it does help them. But ultimately, they're going to have to make a conscious decision to work on themselves, and a lot of times it takes going through a drastic event like a death or a dark night of the soul or something like that. So let's go ahead and get in the message. We're at 18 minutes. So I felt today was a great day to provide insight of my journey and the story behind my mantra: love, peace, and happiness. I grew up in a small town within the Carolinas. My parents, they split up when I was roughly about 6 years old, and neither was able to live comfortably. And what I mean by that is a constant struggle financially. I will say that my dad worked his butt off and tried his best, but I still grew up fairly poor. Poor monetarily, but not poor as what was within me. And I was very used to not having much, which is why I'm so appreciative of the gifts that I do get, and I don't expect to ever get gifts because it's the thought that counts. Thought goes a lot farther with me than it does a material gift. This was a life lesson. And it seems like a bad experience, but, as I always try to concentrate on, we need to try to look, put yourself at the 30,000 foot view. And the picture was, for me, a positive one. And I didn't know that at the time because I didn't know anything about the 30,000 foot view. I always thought about what was in front of me, what I was actually going through. And when my dad remarried, I didn't approve of the lady that he married because she didn't mean well. And I moved in with my grandparents until I graduated high school. My granddad taught me a lot. And right after I graduated, And actually, this month he passed away. And then I chose to join the military when I was 18, and that was a personal choice because I didn't feel like going to college at the time, and it was probably the best choice for me because I wasn't ready for college, and I would have just wasted my time and wasted other people's time, and wasted a lot of money. But yeah, it's that was probably the best decision I made. So fast forward, I met my ex-wife, and I was with her for 15 years. And during that time, I had 3 kids. It really took it took a lot to make me a great father. Um, just as in this journey, it takes a while for you to actually come into your power, and so I can associate the two very closely to how, it took me to fill in my role as being a great father and not just the name. And the same with me being in my king energy. It took a while and a lot of experiences and remedial courses, and basically that brick had to crack before I actually was able to step into my king energy, just as most divine masculines. So I didn't have a positive male role model around me, and I knew not a lick about being a father. So it was basically trial and error, with me trying to figure that out. So my 15 years of marriage taught me the most about peace, love, and happiness, because I often felt I was in a committed prison, and that's basically how I felt. Was there were some good times, it wasn't all bad, but I felt like that I was held back. I felt like that there was something that I was supposed to achieve. There was of a greater level, and I just felt like that I was being held back, and I felt like I was in a committed prison. And I felt a lot of hostility and negative emotions. I felt like anger and hate and animosity. It was literally the worst feelings a person could feel. I also felt that it was my duty to keep my family together at all costs. And that's kind of goes along with how I was raised as a kid. I grew up, in the Baptist community, and part of that mentality is just try to stay together, at all costs. It's kind of like if you were raised Catholic. I'm not that now. I'm spiritual, my eyes are completely wide open, and I'm very conscious of my relationship with the divine and the angels. But that's how I felt at the time. So I began to develop health problems, and was literally in serious shape. I developed an autoimmune disorder. I was allergic to a lot of things that I wasn't allergic to before, that I had eaten all my life. It was food allergies, and it was just very odd. And I was on a lot of medications. I mean, when I say a lot, I don't even remember how many medications I was on, but I was basically their guinea pig for trying to figure out what is causing those issues. And I went from having 6+ different types of medications that I had to take every day to right now I take no medications at all. I took no medications at all because I took control of my life, and everything that happened for a reason. And it was basically trying to tell me that something was wrong, and I finally woke up and understood exactly what was being said to me. I was, and then and in my marriage, I was really tired of the yelling and screaming and turmoil. It was what I would say was a living hell. And if hell was on earth, that to me was hell. The ending of this chapter was the start of a new beginning, and it was based upon 3 simple words: And they're very, very, very simple, but important. It's an important practice. Peace, love, and happiness. 3 simple words. Hey, Drea, you see, I was missing all 3, and I didn't understand the importance because, at the time, I was in my ego just like any other divine masculine, and, I was worried about, I wanted to like make more money, and I wanted my career to be better, and all this different, 3D type stuff. And, nobody ever thinks about, how rich you are. Everybody always thinks that, monetarily wise, that makes you rich. But really, what makes you rich is what's within you. Because, nobody can take away your peace, love, and happiness unless you allow them to. But somebody can take away all the money you make. And they can take away your house, your car, anything else that you own. But they can't take away your family, your experiences, and peace, love, and happiness. You see, in any of my situations but my divorce, along with my parents passing, really solidified the importance and how valuable these 3 words are. And most importantly, each of us are solely responsible, and I mean this, solely responsible for peace, love, and happiness within us. It's within us, because peace was not in my marriage. There was no love. There was love maybe in the beginning, but it wasn't love. And there was really, I would say 99% of the time, there was no happiness. And, I wanted out of that situation. And, there's a lot of situations that I went through in life, where, I went through my parents passing away, within 5 days apart of each other. And, I didn't have peace, love, and happiness then. And, that taught me right then and there the importance of life and why peace, love, and happiness is important. So I learned this lesson multiple times. I learned this, in that every single situation that I went through, to include my separation with my twin. And every single time, it would always bring me full circle back to the original message. It's like, hey, are you getting this now? Hey, do you understand, how valuable the peace, love, and happiness is in your life? And you know what? Not only is this important, but you need to tell other people about how important it is, because it's going to make your life better. You're going to enjoy your life. You're going to look at your life in a different aspect. You're going to look at your life in a more fulfilled, more abundant aspect. Whenever you can have inner peace, inner love, inner happiness. And there's nothing that's more important than that. And I mean that. There's nothing more important than that. Those 3 things are definitely 3 of the most important things in life. So anyway, I told you my message was going to be short. Yes, this is priceless. Yes, this is very valuable information. And whenever I go through, these different lessons, it's because, they might not, I might not be talking about what your DM's doing, but what this does is it helps you work on yourself, because if you're not willing to work on yourself, then you're not going to come into union. You're not going to come into union anytime soon. Yeah, this might be triggering for some people, but the divine wants you and needs you to do work, because if not, then you start having insanity where you keep going through the same situations and you keep doing you get the same result because you keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. And how do I know? Because I did that, and it didn't work for me. No time did it work for me, which is why I went through a lot of different relationships, and they almost always ended. They always surfaced with almost the same identical lessons, and it was like, man, different person but same lessons. What is going on, man? And what was going on was hey, the divine was like, I could hear like Red Fox, big dummy, when you gonna learn? You know, that's exactly what I was hearing. So I just want you to know that, you know, this is why, you know, peace, love, and happiness is the cornerstone of my channel. That's why, you know, I'm always talking to you guys and in my videos with peace, love, and happiness, because those are the three most important things in life. And you really need to concentrate on those things. And if you concentrate on those things, then you will be extremely happy within your life. Money's not going to make you happy. Peace, love, and happiness will make you happy. Yeah, Red Fox. I love Red Fox. But yeah, so anyway, that's the end of my message. And I really appreciate everybody with your birthday wishes. I appreciate, you know, the subs, the likes, comments, shares, the people that subscribe to my Instagram account, even the people that subscribe to my Twitter account. You know, I try to put out quotes daily or at least every other day, because I want to make sure that I'm getting out important messages to you guys. You know, they might not resonate with every single person. I understand that, just like my videos might not resonate with every single person, but you know, you'll be led to them whenever it's the right, even it's the correct time. So I appreciate that. And now we can just chat and have Q&A if you want to have Q&A, or we can chat for a few minutes. I'm at 30 minutes right now. And, you know, my Instagram's King Tries Tribe. It's on my, it's on my channel. And it's under all my videos too in the description box. So anyway, yeah, Nanette, I understand how you felt like a caged animal. I felt the same way, but not anymore. You know, the sky's literally the limit. I'm just beginning. I'm just barely on the surface. I'm not even to the base of the mountain yet. And you're in the same boat. So, what you guys want to talk about? Y'all want to laugh about something? Hey, Queen Angel. You're welcome. I really appreciate you and you visiting my channel. I'm appreciative for each person. Thanks, Em. Make sure you don't be if you add me, don't put any Boston stuff on there. I'm just joking. I don't want to see no Tom Brady stuff on there. Yeah, I love Red Fox, man. I tell you what, whenever I grew up, you know, I only had a TV with local channels on it because my parents didn't have cable or anything. And a ton of Tom Brady picks. I'm gonna block you, Em. Anyway, so you know, I only got a few channels, and you know, I've talked to Stella before, and you know, she's like, I can't believe you know who Red Fox is. I mean, she sure probably doesn't sound like that. She actually sounds better than that. And but anyway, so you know, I would watch Sanford and Son, Good Times, Andy Griffith Show. You know, all those old shows that people like don't watch nowadays, but were actually good. 18, you know, it was really great. Thanks, Radica. I really appreciate that. But yeah, so, and I always loved it because I really think that, you know, those shows were a lot funnier than the shows that are on today. You know, probably the closest thing that's funny to me today was Chappelle's Show, and then that's not on anymore. So, I mean, I don't watch TV anymore. I only watch YouTube. But, I mean, so, what you guys want to talk about? What's on y'all's mind today? Yeah, they are old school. Old school is a new school. What's on everybody's mind? Let's have a little chat. I'm gonna try to do a video Sunday for you guys. Yeah, I grew up in the country too, Claudine. Oh, I appreciate you watching me grow. Yeah, I grew up in both Carolinas. That's why I say I'm from the Carolinas. So born and raised in Charlotte, but went to high school on the South Carolina side. Yeah, no communication since April. Nanette, just keep working on yourself. Don't focus. Try not to focus on your. Yeah, Star Seed artist, yours blocked you again because evidently something triggered them, that something they didn't work on, and you know now they block you again because they're experiencing pain, and of course when they experience pain, they always associate it with you. Heather says, do you ever struggle trying to figure out what thoughts are your thoughts or your twin's thoughts? Oh no, I don't struggle at all. Because if anybody knows me, I know clearly what my thoughts are. Now, when it comes down to feelings, they're in the beginning, especially whenever in the beginning of my separation, there was times where I could feel my twin purge. And the only reason I know that is because I'm like, why am I feeling this way? Why am I feeling kind of sad? And I had no reason to be sad. And so I knew that that was my twin, not me. But as far as my thoughts, no, I don't feel like that at all. Is there telepathic communication? Of course there is. But I can definitely differentiate between that and my thoughts and purging. But thank you for the question, and I hope you're doing well. So Stella likes to she likes to sing on Smule. I'm sure she's gonna be singing on Smule. I'm gonna drink out. I'm gonna drink out of my king cup. Oh yeah, that's very powerful, Nanette. You say you had to let go and moved on, being open to whatever universe. Yeah, think with an abundant mindset. Let go. I always say, let go, let God. I know that's not my saying. I don't know whose saying it is, but I always say, let go, let God. Because you let it go. The only thing in your span of control is you. Release those, burdens off your shoulders and give it to the divine. Yeah, and once you're working on yourself, then that your energy is gonna attract, and if you're supposed to be with a soulmate, then you're gonna attract an awesome soulmate or soulmates into your life, and you're gonna be of abundance because you're gonna be having a plethora of soulmates in your life, a plethora of great people in your life, which I'm sure you already have that. Yeah, I am doing great, Heather. Thanks for asking. Yeah, inner, I believe so. I believe inner journeys. I believe that a lot of people will be triggered too, just because the energy is going to be extremely strong. But I think once you start working on yourself and you get to that 80-90% of being healed and working on your deliberate development and self-improvement, then triggering it's a lot harder to trigger you, because I know that I personally I don't get triggered. So I mean, matter of fact, I mean, I'm kind of like, I probably would trigger myself. I'm my biggest critic, because I'd be like looking in the mirror, I'd be like, you mad, bro? You mad? So, but I definitely feel like that once you are completely in your king or queen energy, and you are ascending into your empress, emperor energy, it's nearly impossible to trigger you. I feel that way. Um, yeah, I agree. We should always make an effort to work on ourselves. We can't stop. It's not like, you know, it isn't like we get to a certain point and we're like, we don't need to work on ourselves anymore. No, you constantly have to work on yourselves. Matter of fact, it's imperative that there's certain things such as communication that, you're never going to stop working on it, because communication can't be, in my opinion, can't be mastered. That's something that, that you got to constantly work on every single day, to be great at. Nanette said she thought she attracted a soulmate, but turned out to be a karmic. Figured it out quickly, and that's progress. Yeah, that is progress. I give you a pat on the back. Good job, Nanette. No long drawn out patterns. Yeah, that's right. And once you start, honestly, once you start working on yourself and you get to that point where you have, you're at that 80, 90 percentile of being healed and, your development and your improvement, your energy starts to raise, your vibration starts to raise. And it gets to a point where I feel, and I can see it all the time, where, people are just kind of like, they don't even, they can sense that because energy doesn't lie, and it just repels them from you. And people get repelled because they're like, man, I ain't dealing with that, man. I ain't ready for that, And they know they can't be a joker and come in and fool you. They ain't gonna be fooling you juggling a couple of crusty old tennis balls anymore. You're gonna take those tennis balls and throw it at them. But yeah, I think you're doing an awesome job, and just you being able to figure that out as quickly as you did is progress. You need to celebrate the small wins. It's very important to do that. Your Smule name's Drea Earth Angel. Stella, take note. Drea does Smule. Joe off of Medea, because y'all ever watch Medea? Medea and her brother Joe was like, like, Mabel, you're a man. Mabel, take note. Drea does Smule. Sometimes I sing Drea. I mean, I don't know if you can call it singing, but I mean, might sound like a dying dog. I don't know. I'm not very good at singing. Hey KG, thank you for the birthday wish. I appreciate it. Hey Debbie. Joe, I love, man, but Joe is they're always Joe and Mabel's always going in and be like, Mabel, you ain't never danced on a pole. The only pole you've ever danced on is a telephone pole. Oh man, Stella, you got proof that I sing? I don't sing, man. I don't know what you're talking about. I hope you're doing well too, KG, and I'm very appreciative of you visiting my channel. Lewis says, took me 50 years to figure out he was my twin, and I knew I always loved him and loved me, but definitely mirror each other. Yeah, you mirror each other, and I'm gonna tell you right now that the twin flame dynamic and just being able to find your twin is very rare. It's a very rare, and if you find that, man, you are so lucky. That is definitely I don't know, man. That's a very good gift from the divine. I wouldn't say that it's the most important gift because I don't, I always think people always concentrate on the notebook. I always call it a notebook relationship, connection, whatever you want to call it. But really the twin flame journey is more than that. We always get caught up in the love story, and yeah, that's great and stuff, man. But you know what, man? Your mission and the amount of people that you can serve and help and assist is so much greater than that love story. Because at the end of the day, you're able to make an impact in so many people's lives, and people that you probably don't even realize you impacted. And serving is definitely the greatest gift that that is given to us by the divine, and it's the greatest gift we can give other people, along with our time. You're watching Notebook today, Nanette? Well, have fun with that. Oh, Stella's already following you, Drea. Y'all gonna have a sing-off. Pina coladas. Are you talking about the song Pina coladas, or you like to drink pina coladas, or both? Two pina coladas. Yeah, I don't know how to sing that song, but I know that song. So, oh yeah, I kept mentioning it. You know, what's funny is um, I knew about the Notebook, and my twin didn't even know about that. But we watched. I told her that we would watch it, and she fell asleep. You got the recording in the vault. That's cool. I ain't mad, bro. You can keep that. That's a gift from me, Stella. Gift from me to you. You gave me a gift of being King Cup. I give you the gift of King Trident singing on Smule. Yeah, Rupert Holmes. Yeah, I couldn't remember his name. All I know is Sweet Caroline, bum bum bum. I love that song. You know what? Hey Em, guess what? When we play the Patriots again, you know what they're gonna be singing? Sweet Caroline, bum bum bum. We don't have to see Tom Brady anymore. So this has been a really good birthday day. It's awesome turning 22. I love the fact that I'm going backwards instead of forwards. Red Sox. Ain't the Red Sox song. They don't have anything to do with Caroline. What do they have to do with Caroline and Boston? You know, our state is the Carolinas. Ain't a Boston song. How's it a Boston song? You got that over there because we gave that to you as a gift. You guys got that as a gift from us. Inner Journey says, how do you work back trust with a twin flame when they told you they wish you dead? How are you supposed to come back to that person as they return? Well, Inner Journey, so man, that right there is deep. So I'll get back to you in a minute. I got some work to do here. So Inner Journeys, what I would say is this. Twins, if you have I'm not saying your twin is not your true twin. What I'm saying is this. If your twin is really your twin, they won't do anything to physically harm you or put your life in danger or anything like that. Now, they might do things like say things that are, out of fear or out of, out of pain. But as far as wishing you dead, I mean, that's pretty intense. I mean, I don't care how bad I felt. I would never say, and I've never called my twin a name, and I've never ever wished any harm upon her. And so, to me, that's unfathomable that a twin would say those words, and that's really comes down to being threatening. And I would just say that you need to, yeah, what do you say? I don't care if he's in the military or not. He should never do that. That's definitely, I don't even know if that's even Joker energy. That's probably below Joker energy. But he should never say those things to you. And I don't care what the reason is. But what I'll say is this: um, you need to listen to your intuition. You need to pray to the divine, and you need to ask for healing from Archangel Raphael. And yeah, I'm sure it did scare you, because you know what? I don't play around with that kind of stuff, especially if it's, that right there that's domestic violence. And I personally would love to be able to go into some details about some stuff, but what I would say is this: you know, never ever ever take somebody doing harm to you. I don't care what the label is, twin flame, soulmate, whatever you want to call it. Nobody, I don't care who they are, should ever treat you that way or should never put you in danger. And for somebody to say that, I don't know if I wouldn't personally believe that they were my twin. Now, you're going to listen to your intuition and you're going to pray to divine. But I support you as a sub to my channel and somebody that follows my channel, and I'm appreciative of you and everything you have to offer to my channel. But I would say that I wouldn't put up with it. We need to concentrate on self-respect, self-love. We need to make sure that we're putting boundaries up. And part of those boundaries is we're not gonna allow you to be a joker and come in and out of our lives. We're not gonna allow you to say certain things to us that's disrespectful and coming from an unconscious mind and not of compassion and love, because that's not what you want in your life, and that's not what you need in your life. And you don't need somebody, especially if you're a light worker, and more than likely you are, to diminish your light and diminish your vibration. It doesn't matter who they are, what they went through, or anything, because you're here for a purpose, and your mission is more important than anything else. Your mission is more important. Yourself and your well-being is more important than anything else. So I would tell you this: I would really pray to the divine and ask for confirmation on that situation, and I would highly encourage you to really take some time in nature. And this is what this is what helps me. Take that time in nature and be able to sit silently and listen to your intuition. And I mean really listen to your intuition. And if your intuition is telling you that you should not, this is not right, I would listen to that, because your intuition equals the truth, equals the facts. So I'm going to actually pray for you tonight, and I'm going to pray for you because we all need prayers, including myself. But I want you to get to a point in your life where you step into your queen energy, and you don't take any of that crap. So let me see. So I would say I would personally not go back to that person. That's my feelings. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. I'm looking back here. Starcy, she says, What about psychic abilities? Did they get even stronger after meeting your twin, or does that happen for some twins? Well, I would say this. Everybody's story is different. So, um, what happens for me might not happen to everybody. But for me, yeah, actually, I was able to step into my power because I didn't know anything about twin flames, soulmates, any of that stuff. And I didn't know anything about my personal mission, which was more important than understanding twin flames and soulmates, but just by understanding that actually pushed me in the direction to be able to understand what my mission was and my abilities. And that was what I got out of, the best thing that I got out of that situation was understanding more about me. And so yeah, I went through a dark night of the soul, and about a year after we separated, and then I went through awakening. And during that time frame was whenever I started really my sensory started heightening to the point of where I was have lots of spiritual experiences, and some of them wasn't good, and then some of them were good, and so, and then I started learning. I started being pushed in the direction of certain individuals to that helped me along my journey. They give me advice, and so which is how I got to my channel. If you've watched a lot of my videos, you know that you know the person that is one of my spiritual advisors said that I needed to start my channel again, and it's gonna be a big hit. And I was like, big hit. I had like maybe 5 subs at the time, and I was like, have you looked at my channel? You know that I only have 5 subs. I'm like, what do you mean big hit? I have 20. I'll get 20 subs because I really only thought I was gonna get like 20 subs, and but to answer your question is yes. After I went in separation with my twin is whenever my sensories went off the chart, and whenever I really stepped into my abilities, and they just keep on strengthening every single day, and that's why I always say that the greatest gift that I've gotten out of this journey is the fact that I started serving and stopped swerving. It's Stella, I'm gonna steal that from Stella. So, Stella, you gave me more than one birthday present today because I just stole your saying. So, I'm not giving it back either. So, a good thief doesn't give back what they stole, right? So, let me make sure I didn't miss anything else. Hey, spiritual rebel. You're in the hospital with pancreatitis. Says a little prayer, the pain goes away. Yeah, I'm going to pray for you. Actually, I'm going to pray for you right now. I'm going to pray for you right now, spiritual rebel. So if everybody would just bow your head. So, Lord God, I come to you right now, and I want to pray for spiritual rebel, and I ask for the assistance of Archangel Raphael. I would like Archangel Raphael to please surround spiritual rebel with his cloak, and I ask for personal healing, and I ask for your light to exhume whatever her ailments are, and that you take away the pain and repair whatever it is that's inside of her that needs to be repaired. I ask for her peace, and I ask for her love and her happiness to be brought back to her immediately. And I ask for Archangel Michael to protect the room the spiritual rebels in, and that all malicious and dark entities are taken immediately to the light of God, and that protection lasts for the remaining time that she's in that hospital. And I pray that this happens immediately, and that that she comes out on top, and that her healing is continuous back to good health. Amen. All right, there you go. I hope that, and I'll say another prayer tonight for you, spiritual rebel. You're gonna be all right. I'm gonna tell you right now that Archangel Raphael really is there waiting for your assistance. You just ask for his assistance. Ask the divine to allow Archangel Raphael to assist you, and he will be there. He's by your side right now. So let me see what else do I got here. Um, make sure I didn't miss anybody. I sometimes miss people's questions. Um, you're welcome, Inner Journeys. Um, yeah, anytime. I'm glad to assist you, Inner Journey. Um, that's that's what I'm here for. Uh, make sure I didn't miss anything. Hey, Anne Marie, how you doing? Hey, you know what's funny, Anne Marie? I know that I talk about Pop Tarts a lot, but but um, actually, I hardly ever eat Pop Tarts. I know that's shocking. I don't want people's heads to explode, but I don't even carry them in my house. Drea says, um, she has a weird question. Is there anything can do to help my DM with any energy vampire latched onto him and sometimes blocks our energy between me and him? Do I send him love or prayers? Yes. So I'm gonna tell you this. I would pray for him and I would ask for the assistance. I always work with Archangel Michael and Raphael. I know there's more angels. You know, I ask for Archangel Gabriel whenever I deliver messages to anyone because he is the master messenger of God. But in this case, Archangel Michael actually can help with clearing blockages, and and so I would pray and ask for the assistance of Archangel Michael to clear any and all blockages that are between the two of you guys, and to uh, clear um, any psychic attacks that is being done to your twin and you, if you need to do that. And then I would ask for Archangel Raphael to come in and offer healing, because more than likely he has some healing to do. If there's energy vampire latched onto him, then he's going to be extremely tired. He's going to be worn down, and he's going to need some healing. So, absolutely, uh, you, prayer should always happen, no matter what. So, the divine loves for you to pray and ask for assistance from the archangels, and and I would say that they love. The other thing that they really love is when you pray and you give appreciation for the things that they've helped with, or just appreciation in general. They really love that. Um, let's see here. Anne-Marie, what if my DM is an alcoholic and doesn't remember calls me? Doesn't want a relationship these last 2 years, but had, you know me, Anne Marie, I always joke around. I know this is, you asked me a serious question, but, I'm going to say one thing. Well, at least whenever he calls you, you can say whatever you want to him and he ain't going to remember. But on a serious note, he obviously has some healing that he needs to do also. Being an alcoholic, obviously he probably drinks for a reason. It's probably he doesn't want to address some issues that are deep-seated wounds inside of him. Have a good night, Em. I appreciate the birthday wishes. and I appreciate your support of my channel. And you have a good night. But Anne Marie, so uh, definitely you need to pray for his healing. But the one thing is, and this is what I always will tell anybody is um, I would like to say is you know, you can't you can't lead a horse to water and make them drink. Meaning, you know, I know that's a cliche saying, but there's a lot of truth to that because, you know, a drug addict, for instance, you can try to keep them clean as much as you want to, but they're not going to stay clean if they don't want to stay clean. You know, the only people that are going to stay clean are the people that actually want help. They want to help themselves. So until he's ready to put the bottle down, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't assist him in any way, because you know I'm always about love and compassion, but the reality is until he's willing to accept that the fact that he's an alcoholic and the fact that it's harming his health and abilities and his life is going to continue. That's a very terrible disease that that he has, and that's related to um, probably some things that is inside of his life, that's happened in his life, that's inside of him, that he needs to heal and he needs to address. But you have to feel it to heal it, and until he's ready to feel it to heal it, it's got to be on his own terms. Then, you know, more than likely those things are going to keep happening. And but the one thing that you can do is pray for him and ask for the assistance of the angels. And you know, what I would always say is that, you know, what's miracles to some is not miracles to us. They're what happens on a daily. Is what happens daily for us. I mean, they're just normalities for us. Miracles to some people are miracles, but they're normal to us because whenever you're in touch with, you know, your mind, body, and soul, especially on your spiritual side, you know that you're going to get assistance. You know that the divine is going to help you. You know the angels are there around you. You know they're going to help you. And it doesn't matter if you have bad things, because you know what the darkness always wants you to do is they want to throw tests in your path, and they want you to doubt, you know, hey, why isn't the angels and why isn't the divine helping you right now? You know, and they want to see how strong you are. They want to see, they want to see if you actually believe what you're saying, or what you feel, or what you know, the basis of the things that you believe. And they really are going to test you to the core of your being, the core of your soul. And that's why belief is so important. And that's why, you know, you're concentrating on praying and asking for the assistance and asking for strength and asking for whatever it is that you need. You ask for it, and you allow the divine to deliver whatever it is that you need for your particular situation. And it will happen. And it'll come immediately. So darkness is not very dark, because last time I checked, every time I turn on the lights, darkness disappears. And darkness disappears whenever you enter the room, whenever you're a light worker, because they're in, you know, your light is so bright that, you know, you extinguish every ounce of darkness this even in that room or in that area. So yeah, pray for him, and you know, just keep working on yourself. Getting worse. Well, I mean, you know, how many times you gotta pee your pants before you figure out you got a problem? That's the thing, man. the the divine wants to teach you lessons one way or another. If you gotta pee your pants, you gotta pee your pants. I mean, that's just the way it goes. And yeah, I'm praying for your situation. 3 different times to give him a large $9,000 to help pay for some military things. But anyway, so I encourage you to pray, Anne Marie. So, so anyway, I feel like that I've been on here long enough. Uh, I really appreciate the fact that you guys, showed up for my birthday, and as you can see, I have things that I'm gonna be doing with my family later on. But I wanted to get on here because it means a lot to me to be able to serve other people, which to me, my YouTube channel is just that. It's serving others, and I even would do that on my birthday because to me, my birthday is just another day. I mean, I know that, to me, a lot of people you think this birthday is a big deal, but uh, you know, the one thing I always tell people is it's another day, man. And they're like, well, you get older. I'm like, well, you get older, I get younger. How's that? Hey, Don. You're welcome, Don. Um, but I just I want to let you guys know that this is why it's so important to me, and that's why I do the live events that are random out in nature. When I go out in nature, I do those live events because maybe my messages. Maybe my messages are not assisting you at that point in time, but maybe me being out in nature and you hearing some of the nature that's around, that might actually help you. There's different aspects to the message. It's not just what I'm actually saying, but it's actually uh, it's it's um, actually the sound of nature that can actually help with some healing, or it can help with triggering you in a direction that you need to go in, or whatever it may be. So I appreciate all the birthdays list. Hey, good night, Drea. Man, I'm gonna go. You know what? Maybe I should go get me a Murphy's Irish Stout and have that as my birthday gift to me. But I'll have one for you. You have a good night. But that's why I do those. Guinness. Yeah, I like Guinness too, but I like Murphy's. um, but anyway, I just want you guys to know that that's why I do those live events out in nature, and and that's why I do my daily quotes. I try to do them daily, so I know they're not going to resonate with every single person, but they'll get to the one person that it is going to help, and that's all I care about. Just like the first day I did my channel, is if I could assist one person, then I feel like that I've done my job. And I'm going to keep going that route with that same mindset of if I just assist one person, then I've done my job. So thank you, Christine. I appreciate it. Don, you just had wanted to let you know that all the questions I had were answered just by listening to you. Well, I'm glad that helped out. And I did write your video down, but and I might still do that video, but we'll see what happens. Oh, well, happy early birthday to you, Nanette, since you're a fellow Cancer sign. But anyway, I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. I plan on doing a message Sunday, and I don't really know what I'm going to do yet, but I'm sure it'll be something that someone needs to hear. And I appreciate all the birthday wishes. You guys are so awesome, and I'm so appreciative and humbled. And I couldn't ask for a better birthday, and that's the honest truth. And I appreciate my friend Stella for giving me my King Cup, and this is water. I have to remind people, this is water. And I just want you to concentrate on my mantra: peace, love, and happiness, because those clearly are the three most important things in life, and they're so valuable to you, and stepping into your power and not allowing other people to control you and manipulate you and, bring you like negative energy in your life. You want to have your life full of abundance, and abundance starts with you and your mindset and your actions and how you speak. And when you get up in the morning, the first words out of your mouth should be some affirmations, affirming the great things that you want happening in your life. And if you keep doing that every day, the divine and the universe will deliver to you. So I thank you, Queens, for showing up and being so awesome. And I'll talk to you later. Remember, 3 most important things in life: peace, love, and happiness. Have a good night.